Yo, so this is the beat, this is the backs. We are back with the ultimate rock of the Oracle Hap Rap. This is the happy rap. We are the Oracle back. We are the beat of the Berlin cool city. Yo, we're coming to you live from Berlin in 2019. This is the without rhythm. Yo, warm up rap. So it doesn't really matter, can you rap or not? It's the flow, it's the channel, it's the flow of the joy, of the happiness of the universe. So welcome to the beat, the backs, the ultimate rap of the Oracle. Yo, I'm Marstrand with Magdalena. We're here today talking about serious, funny, whatever themes. It's just gonna go with the flow. Yo ho.
True. Yes, Chaka. Best introduction ever. Okay. Yeah, serious, funny topics today. And I would like to talk about the call for your life today.
Your calling, you mean?
Yeah, your calling. The calling that you feel that something is inside of you that wants to get out.
Yeah.
I want to realize something, a project, an art, an organization, whatever. And I think many people are struggling with this because they are not feeling fulfilled and really feeling distanced from their purpose.
Yeah.
So let me ask you first, what is your experience with finding your purpose, your calling?
Yes, I kind of had it very strongly as a child because I felt like there was just so many mysteries to explore. Like for me, I just remember receiving so much information at every moment that I was very curious. I was asking so many questions all the time. And I remember as a child, I was in the kindergarten and I realized that not so many children are actually very happy. So I asked my father, my father asked me, like, so what do you want to do when you're grown up? And I said, well, I just feel like so many children or so many people are unhappy, so I want to help them. And then he kind of supported me in working with people professionally that way, which I'm doing as a coach, I guess. So it was just very strongly in me that I wanted to support people to be happy because I just very much felt like people are not really happy, do not really love themselves and so forth. So I guess that was the first time I really felt that calling to really do some work here also on this planet and support people in that way. So yeah, that's been my calling, to first understand myself, understand this wonderful body, our emotional body, and understand what it means to be human, and then also support other people to deal with their body and their themes better.
Yeah, so you would say that this is the foundation of every work that you are doing in the service of others.
Definitely.
To take care of yourself first. And
definitely, yes.
Yeah.
I need to know who I am first before I can help other people. So.
And you need to know who you are first before doing anything, I would say.
Yeah.
Because it's not leading in your direction if you're doing it without intention.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. And there are so many ways, like I think many people want to help someone, but there are so many ways to support humans.
Yeah.
How do you find out what's your way of help?
Yeah, that's a great question. I guess what are your talents is first thing. I mean, to build a house is also helping people. I mean, we all have different talents and they're all wonderful. So I guess the more we get in touch with ourselves and really know who we are and be honest with ourselves and don't try to be whatever society tells us to be and that is successful and that is not successful, the moment we let ourselves free from that pressure, we can really find out what kind of gift we have to share with the world. And everyone has a gift. Everyone has something very important that this world needs. We're just too busy functioning, earning money, that we often have to put those callings aside for financial reasons. And I find that a very, very big shame. I really want to do something about that.
So people can have the space for getting in touch with those topics without...
Yeah, like a dream I have for a very long time is actually to manifest enough money that you can, I actually can support a lot of people that really profoundly want to know themselves and do not have the possibility to do so, that they can go to trainings and actually be funded by our organization to actually live a more peaceful life in spirituality, whatever you want to say, like in tune with themselves, not pressured by the outside system. Actually, I think it's a human right that we all should have to travel, to explore ourselves, to do courses. I think we have a long way to go, but that is definitely something that resonates with me as a higher civilization definition, that everyone feel free to learn and to be themselves and to express, and that society really thinks that everyone has a very important gift for society, and that they want to discover that instead of pressure something upon children and people.
And really this feeling of, because I think so many people have their certain goals, but then these goals are inspired by others and inspired by what the society needs. And I definitely can say this for myself too. And only when I slowed down over last weeks, I would say, I recognized my own feeling. And so what is your suggestion for action steps to take to get in touch with your calling?
Well, for me, it is going out to nature. So if nature is your thing, spend time in nature, spend time with people that allow you to be, that are curious about you, that don't want something from you, that want to explore you with you.
So that's an important point.
Yeah. We really adapt to the people that are in our surroundings. So if you really want to discover yourself, for me, sometimes I have to be alone, or be with people that I really know and know me well and really want to allow me and support me to be on that journey of self-exploration. So going into nature just allows me to reset my energy field, basically, because when I'm in healthy nature, it really cleans up my energy field. I don't have to interact or clean other energy fields or balance or anything. I can just really be nourished by nature. And in that sense, when I really kind of manage to shut off my mind a little bit and just be there with the emotions, whatever surface, and sometimes after spending a long time in the city, coming to nature, I often just have to cry or have some kind of emotional clean out to just clean out my system, reset my system. And when that has happened, I basically get in touch with my basic Martin, like what I really am without external influences. And in that space, it's very creative. It's, if you allow yourself to be, then just not judge anything, just see what really comes from your inner soul, from your being, from your body, you can really make great exploration.
And are you like immediately following those inspirations to express, or
I try to, yes.
Yeah, you try to. So that's also something you would suggest, to really go in expression.
Yes, I mean, for me, dance, music, making music with your voice, I mean, singing is most powerful for me, because you're vibrating your entire organism by singing. It's like you're really putting your entire organism into another frequency by singing or making music with others. So, but if that's not your thing, I mean, I love doing sports as well. Anything where you feel like body and soul are uniting. So jogging in nature, or making sport, or just meditating in nature.
Your personal thing.
Yeah.
But I think so many people feel numbness, just nothing. And like there is such a big distance between them and their purpose, because they don't feel anything. There is so much in their heads. And and even if they go to nature, it's hard for them to reconnect with themselves and with their own nature.
Yeah.
So what would you suggest then?
That's a very good question. I know that numbness, it's been a while since I experienced it, because I've very much promised myself that I want to have a clear connection to my heart and to my emotional body, whatever happens. But if you are in a state like that, I would suggest to put on some music that you know, at least from the past, has touched you, or watch a film that you find touching, and then try to find a way to cry, because if you manage to get those tears running, they can often be like the doorway to so many other emotions that are suppressed. So if you're feeling numb, it's perfectly normal, it's perfectly okay, it's nothing to judge. Just realize that it is kind of the result of a year-long attempt to function in a quite unhealthy society, where functioning means suppressing. So when you are feeling numb, it's basically just a mirror of that kind of state that we have to be in to just constantly function and work in this system. And what happens is when you come to a point where you say, I'm finished with this numbness, I really want to feel more, I really want to get in touch with myself, that's wonderful, but it also has consequences. So for me, like, numbness is just really a result of choices that you've taken. And the moment you really decide that, thank you for that experience, I understand it, I don't judge it, I just understand it, and now I want something else, the numbness can go away. But it needs some kind of recognition often.
Mm-hmm. And acceptance.
And acceptance. And yeah, not judging it, but really loving it and understanding that that is also a gift, to be numb sometimes. So the moment you actually...
What's the gift in it?
The gift in it is that you can function, you can build up a company, you can do whatever, because you're not dealing with so much emotions all the time. For me, I would say I'm not a very productive person. Like in society, I feel a lot of guilt for not being so productive as I wish to be. Like, there are times that I'm very creative and very productive, and then there are times that I'm just having to lie on the floor for a long time because it's just too much. I'm just overwhelmed by impressions. It's just like I started this new course in conflict resolution, and it was 4 days, and it was just so intense. And after these 4 days, I just really needed there to just reset, to get back to my energy flow. And I'm still trying not to judge myself in that, but it's hard because in this society we're kind of judged by our performance, but what we produce and not who we are. And that is what I'm really focusing on, is really cherishing what I am, because I am what I am, because I spend those times in nature or on the floor or sleeping or whatever it is that I need to constantly keep my energy in equilibrium and balance. So just know that it can change your life the moment you are not numb anymore. You have to then often feel instead of not feel. So it's really not a problem to be numb, it's just not so beautiful. I mean, when you're numb, you function, but you don't feel the beauty in the life. In your life, you don't see the beauty. You can sometimes be in nature and not feel it, like not be touched by it. And yes, that's part of it. But it has its price when you're feeling a lot as well. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, I totally get the point. So you would say that the natural flow and speed of producing something is way slower than our society is living us.
When I'm in touch with those feelings, you mean?
Yeah.
It's not like always. Sometimes I spend hours and I'm just very effective and I get things done, zack, zack, zack. That's because I've done the emotional work that needs to be done before it. So there's like all my parts are kind of content. But it really feels like when you realize that you actually have a big kindergarten inside of parts, of emotional parts that wants to love, it's like constant work. So it's not something I can say to everyone like, yeah, get in touch with your feelings and you'll feel amazing the entire time and everything will be great. Yeah, I'm American. No, it's like, it's not like that. We're living in a very complex, difficult world. And if you really want the great feelings, from my perspective, you also have to deal with those not so beautiful feelings. That's authenticity.
Yeah, but
that's balance.
But that's like being busy all the time.
Yeah. Welcome to my world. So I'm happy when I get things done because there's always things happening, like balancing myself out.
When this moment happens, what is shifting inside of you that makes you productive?
when I allow those feelings to be, when I allow myself to just feel very tired, the moment I just really let go and not try to be something else, my energy flow is balanced, and then suddenly I often get this surge of energy also to do something. So it's like going through those processes is actually what gives me energy as well. Because I get...
But you can't force it.
But I can't force it. That's exactly it.
And
Well, I mean, I'm here, it's early morning, and actually I wanted to be in bed, but I'm here, you know? So, of course, you can't force it. It's not like you can't go to any appointment. Of course I can. But it's like, if I notice if I do that too much, I end up having an emotional crisis. Not a big crisis, but it's like my emotional body saying, hey, we're doing a lot now, let me chill. Also.
Yeah, so your inner being wants to be slower than your mind.
Sometimes, yes. It's like, it's just realizing that it has this cost, and that this wonderful human body also has limitation. And that's one of the things that we want to explore by being in a human body.
What do you mean by that?
Like, we come into this body of limitation also because we want to explore what it means to be separated from each other, separated from our source, separated from our memory, separated, basically. To then remember again what we are. That's at least my belief and very strong feeling. So it is wonderful. It's just not wonderful. This body and this being human is not wonderful when we try to be machines. When this system that is just program of continuous growth and continuous exploration of everything. I mean, just taking out every mineral and just using, consuming. It is not sustainable. And I guess our body, as long as together with the planet, is saying it's not sustainable to work 10, 12 hours a day and then basically not sleep. You will crash at some point. So I guess you could say that our bodies are in tune with Mother Earth in that sense, saying that that kind of exploitation of the human body through workers is not going to work out for a long time.
Yeah, but I would say that there are extremes, and there are like people in the world that are only productive still in this old patterns, and so many people that are on a spiritual path and reflect their own world are not, it's not the case for everyone, of course, but they are often stuck in their feelings and they don't get shit done. And like, it's these extremes.
Yeah.
And how do I find the balance?
Yeah.
There is a longing, but how do I produce?
Yeah, it's a very good question. I can't really say that I have the ultimate answer for that.
We never have.
Yeah. Anyway, but it's I feel just the more and more I'm really true to myself, the more energy I have.
That's a good sentence. Yeah, that's a good sentence. The more true I am to myself, the more energy I have.
Because there are just certain things your whole body does not want to do. And if you press your body to do that, it will take energy. And if you then stand up for yourself and say, actually, this does not feel good. I do not want to do this. Even if it brings me some money, my core being is saying no.
But so often at least I had the experience that it's not a matter of what you're doing, but more of how you are doing it.
That's true as well. But if you're doing a work that your soul just really does not want to do.
Sure. That's just
it can work out for a while, but the more and more you get in touch with yourself and get in tune with your being, it will just more and more rebel. That's my experience with my being.
Yeah, super interesting. So first, action steps. Get in touch with yourself, even if it's like going in nature, doing meditation, sports, whatever is reconnecting you to yourself.
Yeah.
And if there's numbness, accept the numbness. And second thing is, expressing whatever is there.
Yeah.
And how could expression look like for you? If
Well, I love sounds. I mean, sound is a very powerful expression. So sometimes if I just feel numb or feel not very good, I try to express it somehow with the sound. Yeah. It doesn't have to be beautiful sound, it's just some expression. Because this vibration brings your body, your emotional body, into movement, some kind of movement. And it's very important when dealing with the emotional body and the human body in general to not to judge expressions from the body. It's sometimes it needs to shake things out to get into get in touch with the core again.
Yeah, that's
so if you have to do like this for hours, do it. Like get in touch with your senses and follow it, you know?
Yeah, that's so true. I also had the experience that when I feel numb and I start doing something with my body, actually this numbness is starting to shift and starting to flow, and movement is going on.
Yeah.
So just keep on doing that and concentrate on the feeling that is going on inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for your wisdom, and I'm looking forward to the next episode.
Yeah, me too.